Hey everyone, this is Dark Knight from Method Gaming, and this is my second episode of the Brutal Rush Challenge. Welcome back. If you've seen the first one, great. You probably remember that we didn't have much to start with, but I think we're in a good place now. Basically, let me just show you how far I got. I've got two 5-star champs right here. These are the ones that I planned on using to begin with, so you could say I got kind of lucky with the pulls because I got Shield Guard fairly early on from a shard, I think, and then I think I pulled War Chanter next, probably a couple hours later. So these are the two that I plan on using to try and complete the challenge. Shield Guard is, most of you probably know how good he is. He's got an amazing kit. His passive cleanses a debuff for every turn that he takes. He's got an A1 that attacks one enemy, has a chance of decreasing their speed by 15% for 2 turns. It's based on defense as well, so this is a good thing. He can take a punch before he goes down. And this is his AoE skill, which is attack all enemies and fills the champion's turn meter by 20% for each critical hit. This is again based on defense, which is great, and also this turn meter fill really helps out with waves in the campaign in particular. Okay, so I've got him in lifesteal gear and crit rate gear. Basically, I just want to make sure that I'm making full use of that A2, the AoE. Of course, his crit rate isn't very amazing right now because still going with 3-star gear. Haven't cleared normal campaign yet, but kind of okay for now being there. I'm thinking of doing 2 more level 40s. Well, actually I have one already, but I'm thinking of doing this guy to up to level 40 before I push for hard. We'll see how it goes though. I'll keep trying every now and then to see if I can push it. Now the one thing is I went with defense boots here, but I've actually found out that this guy is pretty slow. I don't have enough secondary speed stats, so one thing that I might change later on is either look for better secondary stats on the other pieces of gear, or just go for speed boots so he can take turns faster. Because I think this will help with his survivability. So yeah, that's him. Have his skills maxed out already. Used the rare books, epic books, you know, everything I was able to. A couple of copies of this guy as well that I managed to get. War Chanter is almost ready in terms of skills, I think. Yep, he still needs the cooldown reduction. And I think this debuff chance and the extra damage is going to be nice as well. So I'm basically trying to get copies of him or maybe rare skill books, because I'm not going to use them on any rares anyway. So he's almost done in terms of skills. Now let's take a look at why I picked him. He's an HP based champion, so you can actually stack him up with HP. His damage is also based on HP, which is good. There are several champs, uncommon ones, who are HP based up here, but their attacks are actually based on attack, for example, rather than HP. Like, take a look at this AoE here. It is based on attack, even though the champ is an HP based champ, but at least his A1 first skill is HP based, which I think is good. Also has a chance to place a stun up to 30%, so that's always nice when it actually lands. And the frenzy skill, this is actually why I picked this guy. Firstly, because he's an HP base, so he should have a lot of HP, and also because he has AoE provoke. Now it's not a 100% chance obviously, but even if it lands on 1 or 2 of the mobs, it's still something useful, because provoke, as you probably know, not only forces the enemy to attack this champion, but it also forces them to use their A1, so they can't actually use any, for example, AoEs or any other special abilities, buffs and things like that. They just have to use their A1. So that's one thing that I picked him for, and also the decrease attack I think is also gonna come in handy as well. He's got lifesteal as well, and also divine offense. So basically that's his set, nothing special. I even have 2-star crit rate lifesteal gloves because I couldn't get a 3-star. I've been farming for those pretty much for a while now, but I can't seem to get a 3-star pair. But that's fine because most likely I'll be doing hard by the time I need to update this gear. So, oh, by the way, check this out. I picked that up as a reward from the campaign. This ring is basically amazing. It's actually a really good ring. I would use it on my main account. Defense main stat with HP percentage rolled once and attack percentage rolled once, and a defense to top it off. So that's it's a pretty good ring for this guy. I don't have any sort of valor jewelry for anybody else. I've got Sniper, who turns out is an amazing champion, by the way. She hits really hard. Of course, I have her in offense sets, so that's why she hits that hard. But all in all, she's pretty great. She actually carried me through most of the content before I got these two guys up to speed. So I will keep her at 40, I think, for pretty much for as long as I can, and then I'll book her, not book her, sorry. Then I'll feed her up to 50, and then I'm probably going to use her to make one of these guys a 60, along with some other 5 stars. Okay, so this is basically the progress that I have. I've got a bunch of food here that I'm gonna level up. Got nothing in the vault. I've used pretty much all the rares that I got. I only have this guy because I pulled him like a few minutes ago from a rare shard, or rather ancient shard, sorry. So I was actually wondering about something, if it's possible to actually level him up as food without any gear or anything like that. Just get him to 30 and use him as a 4-star food. Not sure if this is acceptable, because I have this mission here, for example, coming up, where you have to upgrade the rare attack type champion to level 30. So I could use this guy to do that, but I'm not sure if it's against the rules. So hopefully I'll try to find out in the meantime. So this is as far as I got. Mission 29 here in the progress missions. I need to defeat some champs in the arena, which is no easy feat, let me tell you. Let's see what we have here. I actually kept refreshing, and I managed to get 23 medals, bronze medals, from enemies which are just one defense champion, and that's it. Let's try this one. I think I'm gonna get wrecked, but let's try it. So yeah, so far I've been pretty happy with my progression. I'm kind of afraid to check how everybody else is doing, because if they're farther ahead, I'm gonna, this is gonna be discouraging. But for now, I think I'm doing well. Okay, nothing better here. We actually won that. It was unexpected. I haven't tried the faction wars, by the way. I probably should before I go to bed, if I even have anybody that can do them. No, probably not. Might do the orc one, because one of my characters, the 51, is an orc. And I don't think I have any skinwalkers. Nope. Alright, so I might try that later. Okay, so yeah, these are basically I tried to pretty much milk all the free energy that I could get from missions, from challenges in particular, from the quests, so on. Couldn't get the battle pass to the next level because of this claim all playtime rewards. I had actually collected 4 of them before I even unlocked the battle pass, so when I collected the last 2, it only counted as 2 out of 6, so I couldn't get it. But I guess I'll get something tomorrow morning. Alright, so wondering if there's anything else to show real quick. got some gems saved up, but I think I'm gonna use them tomorrow. Other than that, yeah, I've been trying to progress little by little. Let me just show you what the campaign looks like. Okay, so I pretty much just 3-starred everything. When I got my War Chanter to 5 stars, pretty much took him and Shield Guard and got them together and 3-starred the earlier levels up until stage 9, the Deadlands. Kind of didn't manage to beat this guy with just the 2 of them. This is where I'm stuck currently on this boss. I need just a little bit more damage to get through this guy, or maybe more speed. I'm not sure, to be honest. I think I might try to switch my boots. Actually, I believe I have speed boots. Just check real quick. I believe I have speed boots for this guy, so instead of defense, I might go with speed and see how it goes. And this one has a crit rate as well, so that'll be helpful. But I'll do all this tomorrow because I think I've done enough for today. I think I spent most of the day working on this account, so yeah. Anyway, if you feel like, feel free to share your progression. How far are you in? Are you ahead of me? Are you behind me? How's it going for you? Have you been having luck with your polls? Did you get what you were looking for? Basically, my plan in the beginning was just go with what I have until I get those 2 champs that I was kind of hoping for. I got lucky. I think I got lucky because I got them fairly early on, a couple hours into the account. Managed to get them skilled up, especially this guy is very important to get his cooldown down to 2 turns. That's what makes him really good. So yeah, I think this account is going places. So we'll see how it goes for the next few days. Let me see if there's anything else I'm missing. I feel like I'm missing something that I wanted to mention, but not sure what it was. So anyway, the reason, by the way, I picked these 2 is because, well, Shield Guards is amazing. I thought about using 2 Shield Guards, or maybe a Shield Guard and a Zephyr Sniper, but the problem with that idea was that both of them were Spirit Affinity. So if I had 2 Shield Guards and I was doing, the wrong affinity campaign, that would have been difficult, because they wouldn't crit as much, and that means that their turn meter wouldn't go as high as it normally would, and that would be problematic. That might even stop them dead in their tracks, and I might have to look for another champion to develop to actually make it through some of the dungeons, especially on Brutal. So sorry, not dungeons, I meant the campaign. So that's the reason why I picked the War Chanter. Also, I wanted a little bit more control, although I might end up regretting that in terms of maybe I should have just gone for damage. But I think the control that he provides is actually going to help me, and even if I get to a point where I'm failing a certain campaign stage, I might just go through it based on RNG and his skills working the way they're supposed to. So I think that might be something that could eventually work in my favor. So yeah, this is what's been up with my account for today. I'm hoping that I'll be able to get another update tomorrow, maybe around the same time, with anything new. But I think from this point on, things are gonna slow down, because I basically pretty much got rid of all the extra energy that I could get, and from this point on, it's just the gems, it's the energy that you get from just collecting it. So yeah, I think from this point on, for me and for everybody else who's doing the Brutal Rush and is at this point, things are gonna just slow down a little bit. So that's it from me. If you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the series, please feel free to like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Have a good one.